Oh, I didn't see you there. My name is Charu, music snob, professional Arschloch, as they would say in Germany. And you know what, kids? Nowadays you have this problem. Music sucks. You suck so much ass. And I can't listen to this stuff anymore nowadays, brothers and sisters. I mean, sisters, no girls watch this shit. You know why? Because everything sounds the same. Everything is ass. And as a music snob myself, I gotta teach you kids what real music is, you know? Real music. Because you know what? You be listening to this Harry Styles, some Taylor Swift, and you be listening to what, Ariana Grande? Bro, she's called Ariana Grande, but she's flat as shit. What the fuck is this? False advertisement? But you know what? Today I'm gonna school you kids. I'm gonna show you guys my vinyl collection. Ooh, I'm so cool. Oh shit, she's like, fuck, that's like when she's 15. She's 18 on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a vinyl collection. Not just vinyl collection, actually, I'm gonna show you what my favorite albums that I own are. Because, I mean, there's albums I like more, but they're hard to get in vinyl because I like vinyls because I get the purest, what the fuck do they call it? Purest sound. But yeah, guys, join me as we're gonna go to my snobbery. Alright, just telling you guys, this is not in any specific order. It's just whatever I pick up first. Alright, first, Vino Stanjo by Yukiko Okada. See, Yukiko Okada was a big star back in Japan. Big, probably like medium, high, big. Yeah, she had some pretty decent boppers. I think her best work is her final work, Venus Tanjo. As it seems like her style matured, and I know the lyrics got a little bit better. She got a little bit past that little girl crush era that she had in the beginning of her first 2-3 albums. And I mean, she was artistically becoming her best, but if you know about her, she tragically passed away in 1986 when this album came out. And yeah, I mean, what a shame. Que pena, as we say in Portuguese. And I mean, I wish she was alive. It's like, maybe she could have grown as an artist, but who knows? She was going too soon. I'll say, Vina Tanjo, my favorite songs this album is Wonder Trip Lover, Ai Illusion. I like Venus Tanjo, very good song. And Kuchibito Network, which was a big hit back in '86 in Japan. Her first #1 hit. I tell you, I recommend you listening if you like idol pop. Not shitty pop, because you know everyone loves that shit. Alright, for the next one, let's see what I grab here. Alright, this probably is my favorite album of all time. This is Pet Sounds. 1965, fuck, I was supposed to be a big fan. I don't even know when this album came out. Let's say 66, 65, we're around there. Yeah, it's I feel like this is like the ultimate Beach Boys album, you know? I mean, besides Smile Session, but it never really came out, so it doesn't count. But yeah, he has very emotional songs that connect to you as a man. They really grew. I mean, most of Brian was because fucking Mike loves a cut. But they really grew as a band, you know, making more mature songs that deal with heartbreak, love. You see that growing in the Beach Boys today, but with Pet Sounds, as we see full fruition. And then Brian is trying to get that big band sound and, you know, doing a lot of creative things, like using the electro theremin, something they've never done up to that point. And you know, it's overall, I think it's one of the greatest albums of all time. I like it so much I even have it on a CD. You know, I don't do that often. That's what I say. I recommend Pet Sounds, one of the probably greatest albums of all time. And people say Sgt. Pepper's the greatest album of all time. Suck my dick. Fuck you. But yeah, Pet Sounds, lovely album. It's probably my favorite for all time. All right, now we're going back to my home country. Got Gal Costa's self-titled from '69. Amazing album of the Tropicalia, what's called movement they had in Brazil back in the late '60s. I think, you know, it's a very different sound, uniquely Brazilian, mixes a lot of the aspects of Brazilian samba, música nordestina. There's also real music, MBP, and she blends it really well with her high-pitched voice. Fuck Mariah Carey is all about Gal Costa. and rest in peace, by the way. And I think one of the biggest bumpers of this album has to be the song Kipena. I love that song, very good. And there's also Baby, which that's a classic. If you listen to the Tropicalia album, definitely recommend. If you don't want to listen to her, listen to Tropicalia. Panizas Sicuses is one of my favorite albums of all time as well. Definitely recommend it. Next is Cinderella by Yukiko Okada. You see, you get a pattern. I love Yukiko Okada. You might say, "Whoa, she's just a pop idol. Who gives a fuck? Your opinion doesn't matter. My opinion matters. Fuck you, fuck you." But yeah, this is her first debut album back in '84. Yeah, '84 and '83, '84. Yeah, but it's it's standard girl crush kind of album, teenage girl. I mean, she was like 15 when she made this album after winning Stars Born. It's like a Japanese TV show and a record deal with Pony, and it's like it's a cool album. You know, it's fun. You just listen to the backgrounds at times, and yeah, this album also has my #1 listed song, which is First Date. It's a really good song, and what's another? Yeah, Akugare, a very good song as well. Overall, yeah, Sayonara Natsu Yasumi, very good song as well. I would definitely recommend. This is a standard if you're an idol fan like I am. But I kind of miss when idol groups, it should be just one girl, not like 10 million. I don't think that's a group. Idols. We didn't have to deal with like 10 billion girls, like fucking AKB48. Like, what the fuck? And next there's King Master George by the Fishmans. I've been waiting for this album for a long time. You know, everyone liked Kushu Kempu, but Kushu Kempu I listened to too much times I got tired. But I love King Master George because it's just a fun album. You know, it's the transitional period between dub and their more experimental stuff. So you get to listen to beautiful music like the dub classic Doyobi no Yoru, which is I think it's one of my favorite songs of all time. If I didn't put it in one of my movies. And they have a very cool songs like I Kotoba Chodai, very good song, and there's the goofy songs like Mineraru Wata and Shifudo Restaurant. This is a really fun song. I think one of the biggest boppers of this, besides Doyobi no Yoru in this album, is Nante Tano, very good song, and Hakumi Choto. Those songs just go super hard. Overall, I think this is definitely one of the albums of all time, and it's one of my favorite by the Fishmans. Even though people might look over for their more dream pop stuff, I definitely recommend if you like that dub sound. And then next, you know, as a guy who loves to play guitar, I love that Bob Dylan. You know what I'm saying? But while people didn't like back in the '60s, I love when Bob Dylan went electric. So bringing it all back home, I think it's my favorite Bob Dylan album because, you know, still has that creative writing of his, but at the same time, the electric sounds add more to his like vision. It's not just a guitar just playing like 2 chords all the damn time. I feel like he opened him as an artist and he led to the future's career where he made many other classics. And I like that much. I also got it on CD. Yeah, it's one of the first albums I got on CD. I got this later. This is the original pressing for '66, I think. But yeah, it's a very good album. Definitely recommend it. So let's see. My favorite song is the opener, Subterranean Homesick Blues. I rock that song on karaoke. Maggie's Farm is pretty good. Very nice commentary on America. And what's it called? 115th Dream. Oh, that song's goofy as fuck. And it highlights Bob Dylan's ability to rhyme really well. Mr. Tambourine Man, that's a fucking classic. And I also think it's Over Now Baby Blue. It's a very good song. Overall, definitely one of the best albums of all time. And if you say the other Bob Dylan stuff is better, I don't know. You must be tripping out. Next is The Doors, self-titled. This shit is bomb. I love this album, brother. You know, like, first time I grabbed this album, I grabbed it because I really was obsessed with Light by Fire. But then the first song plays, Break On Through, and you're like, ooh, this shit goes hard. I start dancing, bro. It's just like when I listen to LA Woman. This stuff is just crazy, bro, crazy good. And then they also have other songs like Light My Fire, and that goes crazy. The End is insane as well. Overall, I think it's a really good album. Like the cover though, the cover's a classic. I absolutely love this album, but I think LA Woman has grown on me as well. I left it in my room though. This album has more songs that I like, so that's why I selected this one. And finally, the final album is gonna be Big Wave by Tatsuro Yamashita. You know, you can see Tatsuro in this album. You know, he's using a lot of English, and he gets that real, what's called Beach Boys vibe to it, you know, like that oceanic, you want to go surfing. I mean, you can see from the beginning of the album with the theme from Big Wave songs, it gets in a beach mood. You want to go to the beach, drive down, put the top down in your car. Jody, classic. Only With You is a very nice song. You want to listen to your girl at the beach. Magic Ways, magic. Your Eyes, that one is like, ooh, baby. And then I Love You Part 2 is good too. Then Girls on the Beach by Brian Wilson, that bopper cover. Please Let Me Wonder, not a bopper cover. Then Darling, ooh, great. Guess I'm Dumb, better than the original, which is crazy. This Could Be the Night, super good. And even Love You Part 1, very good. Overall, this is probably like my favorite Tatsuro album, even though it's just a soundtrack for a movie. I think he just put it his all, and his English is really fucking good. Compared to his contemporaries, had very harsh English. And this is like premier surf pop, shitty pop from the time. Definitely my favorite Tatsuro album. And I guess that's it for now, guys. Hey, I hope you guys like this list, and well, the channel is dead as hell, but I just wanted to post this here because I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah, I love a music taste, and I love you too. Subscribe. First you're here.